Yo, it's your boy Mark Goodman, aka the voice box of the block. You know, I'm hopping in your window like, bro, man, what's happening? I'm back with another one, man. And I don't know if we can call her a guest
I don't even know
because
if I'm still
I literally follow her. She's a new wave. I seen it coming. I seen it coming. And I'm so excited for her. Two G's. Two G's, what's happening?
It's two G's in the pod, right? It's your girl GiGi LeFlair, the myth, the maniacal, the magic, honey. Yes, it is I.
You back.
Today's episode.
Man, I'm excited to have you back. I had to come back and get you because I'm like, I gotta come back and get her because I see her. I follow. She's doing so many things, man. She's hosting. She's doing a lot more live. She on TikTok. We're gonna get to that TikTok in a minute because I thought you were gonna get mute. I thought they were gonna mute you on this TikTok. We'll get there in a minute.
Busy on TikTok.
So what's been going on? What's been going on?
Well, you know what? It's been a couple of things going on for me. I actually been trying to delve into the world of stand-up comedy. Like I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop playing around. Just go ahead, get out there, get your feet wet. So I'm hosting. I have a show coming up soon here in Greenwood, South Carolina. If you're not familiar with Greenwood, it's the town around Lander University.
Right.
Car show city for those of you.
Hey, that's what they're known for. If anybody, hey, this guy said where the car show be at.
Right, I got a show coming up on September the 11th. It's gonna be at a place down there called The Vault, at 1125 Reynolds Avenue in Greenwood, South Carolina. Yeah. Please make sure you come on down there, get you a ticket. Yeah. You can see myself with a few other people on the docket.
Absolutely. So before we get to the new show, let's go back to the old one. Let's go. You was hosting that one? Was you hosting that one?
So I hosted that show as well. So I just did I just hosted a show in Columbia at a place called Exquisite Event Center in Columbia, South Carolina, off of Broad River Road.
Right.
And it was a good show. It was a good show. It was Super Dad Jones, Bubba Dub Jr., the deaf comedian Byron Lyles. And we had a comedian by the name of Short Bus Pull Up that was out there. This nigga was hilarious. The name alone,
Super Dad Jones,
to make me tune in.
We're gonna pause right quick because I want to talk about Super Dad Jones, who is my cousin, who I love.
Let's talk about it.
Glad, and I know you're glad because I was raised with Deshaun, and you know he's always been funny. I'm talking about since birth. And I'm so glad he was able to now show his talents and get on stage. And he's gonna kill it every time because he's naturally funny. There's nothing you don't have to start up now with Deshaun. He's already started. He's gonna go.
He show up funny.
So he show up funny.
Right, he show up funny.
He's gonna leave funny. And I'm so glad that y'all was able to get to network together and be able to make some things happen.
Of course, listen. Woodruff always gonna link together regardless. That's
Absolutely.
just what it is.
In some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Right, Woodruff always gonna link.
Exactly, on different levels as well. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you a question. Because when I've been watching you and you doing both, what do you enjoy most? Hosting or stand-up? Or pod? Like you got three things going on. So
listen, I'm trying to stay busy. I've always been told that idle mind is the devil's playground. So if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Boy, you said a lot. You said a whole lot and just
if you stay ready, you got to get ready.
Right.
If you constantly are creating, if you're constantly carving out your own lane, you don't have time to worry about the lanes that other people don't want you in. But to answer your question, I do prefer hosting the most because hosting gives you the option of practicing your comedy because people need the host or the MC as the icebreaker, the person who keeps the crowd hyped, the person who is making sure that, everyone's having a good time in between the acts.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing why hosting is an advantage, because the audience might not necessarily be looking for you to be funny. So if you are funny, It's a bonus.
Bonus.
They're looking for the comedians to be funny. So
it's not the same pressure.
So you coming up with your ones and twos and you doing a good job of doing them both. They like, okay, it's the host is hilarious. I like to see her more.
Right. And I'm reeling you in because you already know who the other people are. They were on the flyer.
Right.
You knew who they were. So now I get to bring you into my world a little bit.
Exactly.
While we're delving into the sets of the others.
Right. So when you hosting, do y'all be in the back networking? Because I ain't never been back in the back, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so is it like, you know, the main guy over there, he ain't fucking with nobody, and it's like everybody knows. No, I'm just trying to figure out because I ain't been in the back.
Know, it can't be like that. I've hosted a myriad of events, and I've noticed that sometimes the larger act can be standoffish with the others. But in this particular situation that we were in this past weekend, no, it wasn't like that.
Right.
Everybody was cool. And what I like to do as a host is I try to make sure that I touch base with each act. Right. And then I try to make sure that, is there something that you definitively want me to say about you or your brand? So what kind of plugs do you want me to go ahead and throw out there for you? Because, you know, at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I'm hyping you up as well.
Right.
Like, to me, in order to win, you got to learn to clap when it's not your turn.
Absolutely.
And if you can't learn to hype up others when you see that they're trying to do the right thing, or when they're trying to do their craft or their passion, it's never gonna be your turn. You're never gonna win.
Yeah, and you have to also do it in truth. You can't do it in hiding. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If you have,
that's gotta be genuine.
Yeah, what I mean by that is if you have the resources, or if somebody's around you to put you in the room, you have to. If the person you're dealing with is serious about his act, and that's why when I see y'all together and y'all putting each other in each other's space and allowing y'all to give each other space, that's so dope. You see what I'm saying?
I'm super big on making sure that I make sure that I look out for people that I see are trying to move forward to the next step in the right direction. I don't care what direction that is. It doesn't have to be mine. Right. But if it's a right direction for you in your particular situation, I'm with it. And I see that with Super Dad's comedy, he's incorporating his family. He has a large family. Absolutely. And this man, he wants to live the Toby and Wigway life. He wants to take his family with him everywhere on tour. Like,
that's the thing about that is that's not like taboo in his situation. Like, we family. So basically that's what we do all the time. What he's doing now, he really does that. They really go everywhere together. So that's nothing out the ordinary. And he's trying to build a brand based on it. You see what I'm saying? And it only makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Because with all the kids he got, all you got to do is press record. I'm pretty sure you're going to find some great content.
There'll be some jewels in there.
So how was I saw you take a picture of Bubba Dub. How was Bubba Dub? Isn't that Bubba Dub?
Bubba Dub was amazing. Bubba Dub Jr. was amazing. One thing that I really liked about him is that he was very, very open to offer me advice and information. Right. And I find it sometimes that when you are a novice or a newbie in the game of any avenue you want to take, sometimes the people who are already solidified aren't as forthright with information, right, or advice, or to, you know, give you guidance on where to go forward. But
you gotta be politically correct. They don't want to tell you shit.
Right, they don't want to tell you shit. Right. Yo, I don't fuck with you. So he was super cool with giving me information, definitely.
Yeah. So you know, so as far as you taking it, what do you feel like you're at, and how far do you feel like, you know, this can go, and what lane, like, you know?
So one thing
I'm trying to see your vision. I'm just trying to see your vision. That's all.
So I will say, I can tell you one obstacle that I can see that is going to be no different than any other obstacle in my everyday life is sometimes there are things that I say and people don't expect for me to say it because of what I look like. And their attitude is, and I've been told this quite a few times, you shouldn't talk like that. You're a pretty girl. First off, Gladys, fuck you. Okay. Real shit. First off, Gladys, fuck you.
Right.
You don't get to tell me how I get to talk.
That's
you don't.
Right. That's right.
You don't get to tell me how I get to talk.
That's right.
Now let me say that I do feel that there are some things that I feel that when you're an artist, if you don't allow an artist, a comedian, a rapper, whatever, if you don't give them a free space to kind of be themselves, you're never gonna get the best. You're never gonna get them at their best.
Absolutely. I agree with that cold-heartedly. And I think that you have to continue to be original. You have to continue hitting with everything you got, because that is in.
Right.
What you're doing is in. And those people who are telling you, but you shouldn't talk like that, are not necessarily understanding where you're trying to go and who you are as a person. And anytime, like I say, when you step in the room, there's no adjustments to need to be made.
None.
You are. Right. I'm saying it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Because
this is what my daddy told me. As my daddy told me this a long time ago, and it's to me, it's the realest shit ever. He said, when you walk in the room, let them niggas fix themselves.
Right.
Let them start fixing their clothes. Let them start grabbing their old lady. Let them start fixing themselves. You the start, baby, not them. You know what, Duck? You right.
Yeah.
You're right, sir.
Right.
Why am I adjusting myself?
Yeah.
Why am I adjusting myself for this room full of fucking sweet tea and I'm clearly Hennessy? Hennessy in the room.
Right.
I'm out here trying to fix myself in this room of unsweetened tea.
Right.
I can't do it.
You're absolutely right. So let's talk. I want to talk about it because me and you both on social media hard. Like we on here. We on.
I'm not on social media. Something wrong.
Yeah, we on our phones, and because this is what it's driven at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is
our world.
What we do. There's good and bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's good attention, bad attention, unnecessary attention, whatever. So let's talk about it. Cause you talked about a lot on TikTok about it. I don't want to talk.
Let's talk about it. Okay.
The bigger you get, obviously the bigger you get, the more attention you're gonna get. So how are we handling it right now?
So so I would say I feel like you can take anything that anybody say and make it bad.
Right. Depending
on the perspective and the type of mind that you reading it with.
Right.
Everything I say is always gonna be, I can't believe she just said that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not supposed to say it.
Well, I'm asking you a question. Why is that? Because I'm asking because you're attractive. What is it? Because you light skin? What is it?
You ain't never supposed to be heard. You're always gonna be too loud in a world that you was never supposed to be heard in anyway.
Listen, I don't know. I've been around a lot of black women. All of them outspoken that I've been around because they're
always gonna be too loud when you never intended
is it too loud?
Anyway.
Is it too strong-minded? We strong-minded people.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. It's a heavy burden to always manage your blackness.
Yeah,
it's heavy. It's heavy.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I could be talking.
It's heavy.
I'm gonna tell you.
It's heavy.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I could be talking about investing, generational wealth, this, that, and third, and tomorrow I could be a nigga. I'll be the H.
It happens. It can jump out on me at any given moment.
You can't blame that. That's who I am.
It'll jump out of me any given moment, and I try my best to make sure that I keep it under wraps. I try my best to keep it under wraps because I keep telling myself, you know what? Don't bring this black Air Force One energy.
Right.
Don't bring this black Air Force. Don't bring this high top black Reebok classic energy into these people.
Right.
Don't do this.
when you so imagine it, you just kind of block it out. You just block it out, or you do, are we addressing, or you just block it out? Because I know a lot of times, you know, them fingers can get kind of happy. You want to address it, or you know, you want to, you know, do it.
One thing that I'm learning, and it's actually bringing me peace, I will say.
A peace. Well, that's what we search for.
It's bringing me peace.
Yes.
So I got to stop addressing everything. Everything don't deserve my energy.
Absolutely.
And you can't expect people to look at you differently when they only gonna see you from their perception of you anyway. Yes. You already made your mind up about me. It's not my job to change what you think about me. That's your motherfucking business.
Right.
How you feel about me.
Right.
I can only be in control of the experiences that I have with you.
Absolutely.
So if instead of me trying to, I can only be a good person. And how you perceive it or how you experience me while being a good person ain't my motherfucking business.
Right. I mean, that's life. That's life. Really nice. Because when we talk about business and in other folks' business, that's when we talk about things that's trending. You know what I'm saying? And like the things we got going on now. You see what I'm saying? It's never personal. It's never personal.
Business.
It's just business. You see what I'm saying? I think we got to move it that way because, like I say, a lot of times early on, I would post up and boy, they would give me I was talking about
they in your ass.
They calling me. They own me.
They in your ass.
They never really listening to what I'm trying to say because they always trying to react and they never taking it. And it's not nothing personal. It's just having an opinion. Having an opinion is not good in 2021. And being yourself might be a little worse.
I think that being yourself is never underrated. I think being yourself is always going to be in. But I think that being who they think yourself should be is different. Because who you post to be usually isn't who you are supposed to be. Does that make sense?
Well, you bring it back, reel it back.
So who you supposed to be, that's who you are online.
Okay.
That's usually not who you're supposed to be. Because most people say stuff online because they're looking for likes or trends. Absolutely. Or they want to go viral. Absolutely. Or most people usually don't really want answers.
Oh, so you're saying
you usually don't want answers. They're looking for validation.
So you ain't gonna give them the real answer.
Most people don't want a real answer. Most people are looking for somebody to confirm the bullshit they already thought. That's what they're looking for. Here we go. Just in case you know, Kurt such and such ain't shit. He's never going to see my son again. Instead of the dude that posted in the comments, hey, how about you and him sit down in front of a third party and come together and come up with an idea that works, get that notarized and take it to child support so y'all can co-parent. Right. Nope. What she looking for is her apple-headed ass homegirl in the motherfucking comments that's gonna be like, cause the niggas ain't shit. Right. That's what she looking for.
And them girls typically
looking for.
Them girls typically don't have a man themselves.
No, those girls have me and they have plenty of them. They have plenty of them, baby. Don't ever think because you don't see her post nobody, she ain't posted with nobody. Them kids ain't show up out of nowhere.
That's true. That is true. That is.
Hey, they ain't show up out of nowhere.
That is true. And I'm gonna tell you
somebody laying with her and somebody pillow talking with her. Because you show me a woman, I show you somebody that's pillow talking.
Right. That is true. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that helped me. Following and unfollowing, not to block anybody. I'm just saying, like, I started following people that are doing the things that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to my business, I'm focused on that. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times, all the other stuff is just distractions. You see what I'm saying?
You're definitely right about that.
Social media can come a distraction when you're not doing it the way you're supposed to do it. The way we're doing it is more than advertising, it's business. The way people try to comment and come in and knock you down, it's negativity. And that's not really what social media is designed for, even though we're not perfect. And I'll be negative sometimes too on different platforms. And I talk junk about them people, whatever. But what I'm saying is the focus should not be on trying to hurry up and hate on somebody or hurry up and, make some negative comment. That's all.
I'm also learning that people's experiences aren't mine. So I can't tell them how they felt was wrong. Mm-hmm. Just because you and I were in the same situation and you didn't, you and I could have been in the same situation and I made it out differently from you. Mm. I can't tell you how you feel is wrong. You see it as a 6. I see it as a 9. We're both right.
Right. It's the perception.
We're both right. And I'm having to learn that sometimes I speak from a place of privilege that other people didn't get. And it's something that I'm learning that I have to fix about myself. I've been fortunate in a lot of ways.
So I'm asking you a question. So could it be that since you were more fortunate and you try to have a dialogue with somebody that's less fortunate, you less agreeable because you can't understand where they come from?
I feel like sometimes when I do have a dialogue with somebody who may have had a less fortunate life, that sometimes I can be a bit dismissive because sometimes I can give these very run-of-the-mill answers like, well, why didn't you do this? Well, why didn't you do this?
It's like
why didn't you just do this?
It's like you see somebody who is homeless and somebody say, well, he just need to get a job.
Right. It's really not that easy.
Not knowing he has a bad mental issue, his top messed up.
Right. Sometimes I've found myself over in the past that I've been dismissive like that. Like I've definitely, because I'm speaking from a place of privilege. And it's easy to stand on top of Mount Olympus and fucking throw goddamn rocks down at the people down below. Because, and when I say down below, I don't mean lesser than, I just mean, sometimes when you speak, sometimes when you come from a more fortunate position, you don't understand what they're dealing with, where they're at, because it's not relative to you.
Yeah, because at the same time, like,
somebody talking to us about lice. Right. We're really gonna be on some, listen, fam, okay.
Yeah.
No. We could really be on some dismissive shit to it ain't never happened to me, so that shit ain't exist.
Exactly.
But we can't be like that because we do know that shit exists. It just don't happen to us.
It's to us. That's what I'm saying. I always try to look at it like that and be and humble enough. Not saying I'm up here down. I'm just saying, like, when I look at different people from afar, you know what I'm saying, and you dissect them, usually it'll be more than what you see.
Right. And
just like a person who was successful. I was looking at reading something, and it was something about a guy was driving. He was getting chauffeured somewhere, and it was driving around, and he was like, man, those lovely homes up there. And the guy that was driving, like, yeah, and they owned by all snobs. You see what I'm saying? His perception, since they rich, they snobs. Well, right. He didn't know there was Black successful men just like him, but just didn't have the hunger. So you have to be careful of how you look at things, because a person successful ain't always gotta be a snob. A person who's rich ain't always gotta be like, you see what I'm saying? They ain't always gotta be. They could be more humble. They could be more humble than you are. You see what I'm saying?
People take their own preconceived notions and their own experiences that they've had with someone similar to you, and they make you pay for it. That's just life. Yeah. I'm aware that when I meet some woman and she don't like me off the bat, I look like somebody that hurt her. Ooh. She gonna make me pay for it. Ooh. Or she's had some type of experience with somebody, and it's something about me that reminds her of that. Right. So she gonna make me pay for it. Right. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's just life.
I always wonder why women had a hard time working with other women. Like usually when you see a woman, let's say a woman that can get a man or whatever, and they come in the building, a lot of other, it's like it turned to a competition. You're like, oh, I don't like that shawty. All of a sudden, you don't even know shawty. And like, they don't even know each other. Y'all had,
like, I'm gonna be honest with you, men like that too.
Really?
They just call it other shit. They don't be like, I don't like him because I don't like his outfit. They be like, yeah, that nigga, he ain't all that. I've been crossing that nigga up at the gym. I've been, man, that nigga, who the fuck this nigga got on? Like, they find other ways to tear that man down. Mm. They're the same. It's always competition in the room. But it's always competition in the room, but this is the difference.
I'm gonna tell you about that though, with the competition. And it's weird to me. It's funny to me. Like, let's say we're in a room. Let's say it's me, 5 other guys, and it's 7 women. Right? I'm just saying hypothetically.
Right.
When I come in the room, I'm not looking at the 5 other guys. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the 7 other women. Men can come in the room and sit there and look at the other men do what. You see what I'm saying? I never understood that. Like, we go to the club, every man posted up. You see what I'm saying? Right. Nobody stepping. You see what I'm saying? And then in this generation, this day and age, you got 5 guys in the room, 3 of them probably gay. So now it's me and 3 guys is gay, 7. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why guys do that when there's a plethora of women for you available. You ain't got to hate because
you gotta have the social skills first.
When it comes to straight men, I'm being real with you. When it comes,
you gotta have the social skills first.
When it comes to straight men, we are getting smaller and smaller by the population. Just take the black. Now you bring it on down. Take black men.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 25% that's locked up.
Okay.
The other 25 gay.
Right.
Now it's 50.
Right.
Huh?
And then 37% of them don't like black girls.
You see what I'm saying? Then the other one married. The other one married. So now you got like 10% of black men in the club. That's great. You should be winning.
You should be winning because it's 7 women per man.
But you know what you're doing? You're looking at other men. I never got this.
Listen, this is something I don't notice. And I don't know why it's like this, but it is what it is. I think sometimes when it comes to women, it be that mama beef that they have. It's that mama beef that they be having. And like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like, especially in our community, that mama-daughter beef is serious. It's very serious.
I'm listening.
Okay. I've seen it in, okay, here we go. The son is God. The son is God in the black family. That son can't do nothing wrong.
I don't know about that.
That son can, baby, when it comes to that son can't do nothing wrong, man.
Okay.
That daughter is already a wife and a fucking mother the day she born, because she's in charge of making sure you gotta help mama raise her fucking kids. Yeah. You gotta make sure your brother dressed. Why the fuck I gotta make sure he doing all this shit? Why the fuck he ain't making sure he doing this shit?
Listen, I'm the last of 6 kids.
Right.
My sister Keisha, she did take care of me. She had to help me out a lot of ways. And that is like my second mom. But then listen, I can't help that. You got, I ain't even gonna deny you. Now that I think about it, you're right. You're absolutely right.
They already come out with responsibilities. When can I be a fucking kid?
Really?
Well, I gotta be mama junior and wife junior and student and sister and friend. I'm 12. I'm stressed all the fuck ready, and I'm 12. I'm not supposed to have these type of responsibilities, ma'am.
That's true.
Let me play with my goddamn easy bake oven and my motherfucking Barbie doll and let me be, child.
But see, the mama is there to mold you. That's what, like.
You teaching your son that he need a woman for life skills.
No, let me tell you what it was. See, I was fortunate to have both parents in my life. all the way growing up. My mama, I went to my mama to understand my daddy. My mama was the nurturer. I needed my daddy to mold me. So that's how I look at it. Like, my mama let me do whatever I want to do. My daddy did not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Were you in charge of raising the other siblings?
No. I ain't do nothing that.
Oh, okay. Why was Keisha?
Keisha was the oldest, though. She was the oldest.
Those are her kids, though.
But I'm her brother.
But listen, you're her sibling, not her child. See, this is where I think this is a huge problem in our community. We're not responsible for helping parents raise the rest of their kids. That's not fair. You're taking a childhood away from a child to assist in stepladder kids.
Listen, it goes, you're missing the point. I think I understand where you're going from, but at the same time, that's what it takes a village. And usually the village or the offspring, usually the son, because at the same time, let's double that. When my sister had kids, Tay and Ty, I had to help babysit them. I still owe me money for
I understand. You're grown. You are a grown man.
Hold on. Keisha, I gotta say this. Keisha, listen, it was $60 every week. You never gave me a payment. I need that. Go ahead.
That was a choice you got. She didn't get a choice.
She didn't.
She didn't get a choice. That's different. You had a choice to assist. You could have said, no, I gotta work. And ain't nothing nobody could have did. She didn't have a choice. She didn't get to go to your parents and be like, I'm not helping raise your other kids.
But let's flip.
I have my own homework and stuff to do. She didn't get to say that.
But see, my sister had the opportunity. Let's flip it now. Since she was the only daughter that stayed at the house till she was 30 plus.
Right.
I had to get out when I was about 15, 16.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. That's the balance.
No, that's not the balance. Because I know a lot of mothers who put their kids out at 18 and they'll let the son stay forever, but the daughter do one thing wrong. They ready to throw a 12-year-old out in the street because she's being fast.
That's true. That's true. I guess it's depending on the parents then.
And also, I've seen more mothers put their child out over a man than their son.
That's now you digging. Now you going. Now you.
I'm just saying.
Now you
I'm just saying.
Now you go. Who comes first in a marriage when you have that situation? You have the stepdad, the mother. I think we talked about this before, have we? Mm-hmm. That's a great. I mean, it's still a crazy format when you just spoke that up.
Well, I feel like for the wife, her loyalty is to her husband. My loyalty ain't to my kid's father no more. He ain't my fucking problem. My kid's relationship with their daddy ain't my problem. That's his problem.
You're absolutely right.
I interfere in that. My only job is to assist.
Right.
That's my only job. It ain't to maintain it. It ain't to build it. It ain't to structure it. My only job is to get them to their daddy if I got to. That's it.
That's it.
That's the fuck it. Yeah. I don't want to talk to you about. No, the fuck you don't. You don't need to talk to me. You don't need to, how old are these kids? If these kids are of age, you don't need to talk to me about a motherfucking thing, baby.
I agree.
How much is it? Cool. Here go my 50% right here. Be blessed.
Right.
Nothing else to talk about.
And nothing else.
It's nothing else.
I ain't nothing. We've been chopping, man. I got some topics.
Right. I'm in, man.
I got some topics. We've been chopping so much because I ain't seen you've been so busy these last 2 months that I ain't had time. Last time I see you was at the Juneteenth. Joint.
Juneteenth.
It's the pop.
Juneteenth.
And I was like, oh, and then after that, you done took off Ferrari style. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, I ain't got my own vending machine yet, but I'm on my way, you know.
Listen, I am. So listen, I'm gonna tell you something about this vending business, and this is real. I am so glad that I was able to be in the room with somebody to give me some advice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Advice comes from the most unlikeliest of
a
places.
a lot of people around me that could put me in a room with somebody that can give me some much powerful advice. And I ain't gonna say his name now. I'm gonna wait to say his name, but it's a guy that I'm working with, and I'm just so glad that he said, Marcus, come here, sit down. And he gave me the ones and twos and told me exactly what I needed to do. And it's a 10-year plan I got, but he told me exactly what I needed to do. And I'm so grateful for him because these people don't come in your life twice.
Right. You gotta
people are successful. People successful come in your life all the time.
Right.
But people are willing to take you from here and say, come over here, sit right here, and I'm gonna show you how to do this, and it's gonna do like this. And if you follow my steps, you ain't gotta worry about it. Right. They not coming twice.
Are rare.
They're not coming twice.
No.
Millions of people will say, congratulations, GiGi, you're doing a wonderful thing. Million people will DM you, but nobody will pick you up and say, sit right here, and I'm gonna show you exactly how you do it.
If you let me bring you right here so I can show you how this operates.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show you.
You're right.
And that's exactly what he told me. And I'm just thankful. You know what I mean? And then as far as the podcast, man, I'm so thankful to be able to do that as well because it gives me a lot of time and free up my time. And like I said, it's just being able to create a vision. Because I got the one thing about me, I got an exact plan. I know exactly how much I want to be when I'm 65. I know exactly how my grass is supposed to look in my new house. I know exactly how much I need to have around me. I know exactly who I need to have around me. I know exactly about everything, like to the detail, because it's in my head and I'll play it. And I'm gonna keep doing it till it come a reality. And I know a lot of things gonna come in between that, but I have to stay focused on what I want to do because it's exact. I know exactly what I want to buy. I just know exactly what I want to do. And that keeps me focused. You see what I'm saying? And it keeps me so focused that I don't think about nothing else. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a person with an addictive spirit. You see what I'm saying? Like I can get addicted to things easily. You see what I'm saying? And coming from the streets, you usually get addicted to the wrong things. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether it become hustling, selling drugs, or what I'm saying? Because honestly, I'm from Woodruff. Wasn't a lot of ways you were showed to make money. It was go to work, hustle. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ran plays to you to say you can do this, you do that. It's just go to work or hustle. And everybody in my generation hustle. You see what I'm saying? So you can get addicted to that. You see what I'm saying? And the lifestyle or whatever come with it. You see what I'm saying? So I was so glad that I was able to pick up books and read and different things and channel my addiction to more positive things. And now I'm doing more positive things with my time. You see what I'm saying? That's very important as you grow as a man to have an exact plan on where you want to go. So your time won't be wasted. You know what I mean? That's why I said a lot of people told me a man won't know what he wants until he's 40. And that's exactly why. And that's the reason why is because we're not focused till we're 40. We're not focused till we're about 40. We're not knowing till we're about 40. I don't know why it take a man that long, but it takes that long. Luckily, things happen in my life that made that 40 turn about 35.
Right.
Luckily. That's all I'm gonna say. Luckily, things happen bad in my life to make me realize that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
that's rough.
You don't really a man. You see what I'm saying? A man don't really know what he wants. I can't say it, but like until he realize you don't get a second life, you gotta treat people the way you're supposed to treat them. You gotta love them conditionally. You gotta treat your kids the way they want to be treated, and you have to be focused on creating something for yourself that you can leave the. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave. My idea is to leave my family, my daughter with something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no attention.
Right.
I just want my daughter attention. Because a lot of times we get up in this situation where they find love somewhere else, and it is not love. But if my daughter see her daddy do it, how I'm doing it, she has no choice but to lean back when she fall off a little bit or whatever she got to do, because she gonna be a daughter, she gonna be a girl. But when she double back, boom, you feel what I'm saying? She see her daddy, she gonna realize, man, my daddy was that nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When you're a little girl and you got a father as a safety net, that's a different type of movement out here in the world.
Yeah, you gotta encourage them. You gotta encourage them.
When you have your father as a girl, oh man, that's different.
And the whole dialogue has to change. The whole dialogue.
You gotta sit up straight when you talk to me, baby, because I call my dad.
Yeah, and the whole dialogue is supposed to change. And I always tell people all the time, because people always ask me, you have a beautiful dog, whatever. You got to keep the boys away, this and that. I ain't even worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. I focus on self. How do Naija feel about herself? Right. If Naija know how to love herself, how love feels, then she know what she'll stand for and what she won't stand for. Then therefore she's already armed with self-confidence. She already knows herself. Her tolerance is low. Her tolerance should be low. So therefore, I don't have to worry about necessarily a dude coming to her, you know what I'm saying, in a negative way, as long as she knows who herself is. Right. I walk around here confident.
That's true. Like confidence can combat a lot of problems.
Confidence can intimidate.
People don't realize.
A confident woman can intimidate a lot of the bullshit ass niggas anyway.
A whole lot. Like people don't realize that's the sheer difference in a person's and how a person maneuvers through life. Just having somebody tell them at a young age, hey, you matter, baby.
That's what I'm trying. Basically,
somebody at a young age telling a little girl, or telling anybody, but especially a girl, because women are our entire stock is tied to what we look like in society, unfortunately.
Right.
Most of our value is placed on our image. So when you tell a little girl, it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken adults. So I think that
I like that.
Right. It's just easier to make strong children. When you have that male safety net and it's your father, not someone else, not a stepdad, your actual father, that shit is different. Yeah. People can't deal with you in a certain way. And it also helps get rid of certain dudes. Yeah. It's some dudes that they know, oh, this mother here, her daddy. Yeah, let me leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? I'm half slow now. So I don't really like, dealing with little boys like that. But it's gonna come, you know what I'm saying? So, you just gotta take it as a G, I'm gonna take it
take it the way it comes. But I got daughters. I got 2 daughters. And the daddy hate dudes, and I'm the person that's got to talk. I gotta talk to the boys.
I'm her daddy. Yeah, that's me. Right. I'm her daddy. The reason why I don't want to talk to her, because what we talking about? He ain't talking about nothing. What we talking about? I hate when because my daughter do that sometimes all the time. Look at him. What we talking about?
This is what I tell my husband. I tell him, I say, listen, if that was our son sitting right there, how would you feel thinking about that man being rude to your boy? He said, I'll kill him. I said, then treat that little boy the same way. Ask him about fucking football. I don't give a fuck. Ask him about sneakers. You've been him before.
That boy don't know about no ball.
All you gotta do is talk to him for 2 or 3 minutes.
I don't want to talk.
And when you get done talking to that boy, when you come back and you talk to Boo Thang, you tell Boo Thang he the greatest person in the world. Because if you don't tell Boo Thang he the greatest person in the world, that's who Boo Thang gonna hold on to forever. Because whoever your daddy hate, that's who you love. And whoever your daddy love, you get rid of his ass. I'm telling you.
Hey, listen. Only time he get a pass, if he can get a pass, he come here and say he like the Carolina Panthers, he get a pass.
Listen, every dude that you really don't like, you better tell Boo Thang, listen, I like that fella. Because if you like him, he not gonna stay. I'm telling you, that's just how girls are right now.
Right.
And in their teenage years up until they get to be in their 20s.
Really?
They don't like who their parents like. They don't. That's because they feel like if you like him, he's got to be lame.
Right. So your next gig. So your next gig, who's on the card on your next gig? Do you know everybody?
So the next ticket we have it's like I stated, it's at the Vault in Greenwood, South Carolina.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never been up there.
Yeah, I done been to Greenwood a couple of times.
I've been to Greenwood, but I ain't into the Vault.
I don't know if I've been to the Vault.
I know a couple cats in Greenwood. I gotta holler at Quincy, what's happening. He can get me that direction because if I'm off, I definitely want to come. I missed the last event. I'm so sorry. I missed the last.
That's all right. That's all right.
I've been busy. And busy. You know what I'm saying? I got the boots on out here. You know what I'm saying?
So it's this Saturday.
This Saturday.
It's this Saturday, September the 11th.
September the 11th at the Vault.
It's 1125 Reynolds Avenue, Greenwood, South Carolina. At the Vault, doors open at 7, show starts at 8. Come on out and see us. We got Super Dad Jones, Bubba Dad Jr. We got Super Dad Jones, Bubba Dub Jr. We got Urban Mystic as an R&B performer. We got Rick Griffin there. We got deaf comedian Byron Lyles.
Deaf comedian. I follow him. Before I let you go, are you plan on doing any skits? I know a lot of the skit game is mean.
I've never really gotten into skits. I'm
gonna tell you something. Before I say this, I always do what you love and do what you dig. If skit ain't your thing, skit ain't thing. I would just because skit ain't really mine. I done it early on, but it's like it to me, my lane is more media based and trying to just delve into you know what I mean? So but I just had to ask.
I love TikTok though. I ain't gonna act like I don't. I love TikTok.
I thought you would get muted because you was on there hard.
I'm putting them out, baby. I'm 5-6 videos a day on TikTok, baby.
I like TikTok because the videos can last long.
Right. I like TikTok. And then one thing I like about TikTok is like, man, them kids lit over there, man. Them kids ain't got no worries. It's not heavy over there. Like when I be on Facebook, sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you.
But see, the Facebook is more family. It's more people you know.
But that's why
I really don't even. I love Facebook. What I'm saying, I'm Instagram and TikTok.
Well, I just be drained on Facebook because, like, listen, you just saw her. You just saw her last week. Right. How are you on here bashing this woman about these kids? She pregnant again by you. Y'all don't hate each other this much. Y'all don't hate each other this much. Quit fucking involving us. I hate when I come on Facebook and let me tell you something. It's this one dude on my Facebook page. I pray every fucking day.
Right.
Somebody throw hot fucking grits on this nigga. I don't know this man from the man in the moon, but he tear my nerves up so bad because he blames everything in life that goes wrong on Black women. Meanwhile, he out here, multiple kids, multiple women, ain't in none of them kids' lives, but it's everybody else's fault wrong with society, like sprinkling a bunch of kids in a bunch of different homes isn't destroying society. But I digress. That shit is exhausting. It's exhausting. And TikTok, they ain't worried about this shit over there. They having a ball up there. Them kids that they was beefing about on Facebook that ain't nobody paying money for, they wilding on TikTok. And I'm over there wilding with that.
TikTok is the way, man. It's already.
I like TikTok. I like it.
I can say, and I learned a lot on TikTok. It's very informative. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's
all
all
the fuck
about,
is.
it's all about
All the fuck is.
people, man. I'm telling you, like as far as
Hey, TikTok done made me realize my grandma a whole goddamn witch.
You know what I'm saying?
TikTok done made me realize my whole great grandma a goddamn witch out here, and she been praying and casting spells over my body and watching my spirit this whole time. And I never knew all these years my damn grandma was a fucking voodoo priestess. Because according to TikTok, she been putting spells over me, protecting me out here in the world. That's why I've been so untouchable all these damn years,
Absolutely.
All these damn years.
Absolutely.
And people been saying my grandma was working roots.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you another thing about TikTok. It's some amazing singers out here. I don't know where these people come from, but listen. Talk about talent. When it comes to talent, dancing and goddamn singing. Cause
it's talent and rappers out here.
Rappers and I done seen one dude I found.
Too bad the music industry don't want them. Too bad.
One thing I saw on TikTok, man, it's some handyman. Cause I seen a dude build a whole house about 2 months.
Me too. Hey, you watch that same man.
Outside to the inside.
I watched the man on TikTok. He built houses for a living. So this nigga was building houses and building his own goddamn house.
Like this cat building houses.
He gotta be on cocaine. Ain't enough hours in the day for this nigga not to be on cocaine. He was just
building. I'm like, bro, this is building. You know what I'm saying?
Sir, you are on meth. You are really on meth. You're not going to bed.
Man, listen.
You're not.
It's such a pleasure to run into you again, man. I love doing this, man. You're hilarious. Please let my
I appreciate you having me.
Please let everybody know where to find you. Where are your platforms? I know you got all of them.
First of all, you can find me on all social media platforms. My name is GiGi LeFlair. That's on Facebook. It's going to be GiGi LeFlair. LeFlair. Y'all know I'm Gucci Man cousin on his daddy's side. Twice a week. Yeah. I'm G Jesus Christ on Instagram. I'm 2 G's and a podcast on YouTube, Twitter. And you can also find me on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Breaker. I mean, baby, I'm everywhere. Fine.
That's what it is, man.
But make sure you come see me September the 11th.
Listen, I gotta come up there. I gotta see what the wife got going on. I definitely gotta come. We gotta pull up on y'all.
Come see me.
I've been trying to pull up on you. I've been trying to pull up on you and Super Dad Jones since y'all got rolling. We gonna connect definitely. And I need y'all all. When your next pod?
So I'm actually gonna do a pod this Friday. I'm gonna do a pod this Friday. I'm actually gonna talk about well, here we go. So for this podcast, we're gonna talk about for one, light-skinned people act like they the white people of the black community. Baby, light-skinned people act like they the motherfucking gatekeepers. Like, no, you can't do that because over here we don't do that. That's how they be out here acting.
Man, listen, you got.
Baby, you don't run things. Go sit your goddamn pasty ass the fuck down.
Man, listen.
Sit down, baby.
Send me that. You got to send me that. Send me that. I got to hear that first thing. You know, I got to hear that first thing.
Light-skinned people act like being light-skinned is a job description. They act like they can put it on their resume. What do you do for a living, ma'am? Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm light-skinned, so there's that. That's how they be fucking acting. Yeah. And because I don't act like that, they ready to stop letting me come to the meetings.
Yeah, listen, it's gatekeepers out there now. It is gatekeepers.
I can't come to the light-skinned meetings no more because I'm out here checking they light-skinned.
Hey, listen, it's just like me. You're going to have to be like me. You're going to have to hop through the window like bro, man. They ain't going to let you through the door.
Like Dexter, just.
But it's good to see you. I love you.
Thank you for having me.
This your boy Mark Goodman, aka the voice box of the block. We out. Peace.
Topic. Whatever it is, then you know that we got you. We spread all the knowledge. We talk about politics, even the gossip. You can hear us on Spotify or tune in to YouTube. You even can watch us. I know we got haters. I can promise you one thing that we never stopping. It's the Good Guy Podcast. I ain't bragging, but we are the greatest. It's the Good Guy Podcast.